Welcome to TVC's Sunday Specials. Gamboru, the administrative headquarters of Ngala Local Council area of Borno State, is home to the largest IDP camp in Nigeria's northeast. An estimated 120,000 displaced persons live in camps in the town, which shares a border with the Cameroonian town of Fotokol. Defense correspondent Sifon Asian reports that apart from meeting the humanitarian needs, there is also a need to scale up psychosocial support for victims of the insurgency, particularly girls who were forced to marry Boko Haram members.
Gamboru used to be a thriving market town in Borno State. It is the headquarters of Ngala Local Council, which shares borders with the Cameroonian town of Fotokol. Ever since security forces recaptured the area from Boko Haram fighters in February 2015, Gamboru has become home to the largest IDP camp in the northeast of the country. An estimated 120,000 IDPs live in shelters spread across the camps.
I'm proud to say that we are housing the largest internally displaced persons camp in the northeast. From my brief, the IDP camp here houses about 120,000 people. So that's by far the largest we have. And in order to be able to create the environment in which there can be peace and orderliness in the camp, we have adopted proactive measures to ensure that peace is ensured and security is not breached. In the last 20 months that we have been here as part of the Operation Lafia Dole, only once have the IDP camp here been attacked, and we dealt with it decisively. Within 5 minutes, we have dealt with the threat.
Improved security in the entire local council area continues to attract more IDPs from neighboring communities and those who have escaped from Boko Haram captivity in the Sambisa. This is reputed to be the largest IDP camp in the northeast. People keep pouring in from neighboring communities and the Cameroons. Security has greatly improved, but so have the needs. On this day, a group of displaced persons arrived at the camp, most of them women and children. Atif Goni is the chairman of the camp. He tells us that those who just got to the camp had to trek for several days to get here.
These people behind me just found their way to the camp. Many of them are originally from Maiduguri, Banki and Bama. They have come here because they heard there is safety. Most of them are women and children who had been exposed to the elements for several days. They need shelter, food and clothing, particularly blankets. You know this is Hamatan.
These young women are among those who just got to the camp. They tell us that they were abducted from their communities and taken into the Sambisa, where they were forced into marriage. We concealed their identities for security reasons.
2 to 3.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon time, no. In the afternoon time, not in the night.
So what does he do when he comes back?
I saw Sidinho Patricia, Kalana Moira. Yeah, he's getting, what do you call it, sitting together with them, Justin and the rest.
Did he preach to them about the ideology of Boko Haram? Did he teach them things?
Miro awalasa karena ambia. No. Apart from farming and the rest, we didn't teach anything to them.
Was he carrying gun or machete or cutlass?
I saw them pay that in Kumbo Sosulia. Mukwanzo Mbundu so Arui. Yeah, he has a cutlass.
There is an ongoing program by humanitarian agencies in the camps to reunite families that have been separated by the insurgency.
At the very beginning, we agreed with the ministry.
Fatuma Ibrahim is a senior advisor for child protection with UNICEF. She is based in Maiduguri but works with humanitarian agencies in the camps to ensure victims of insurgency, particularly women and children, get the support they require.
Child people will be able to identify these young girls, and they will start immediately with the provision of psychosocial support. And then they have also been provided training on how to handle survivors of sexual violence. So they should be able to provide some psychological counseling, which is more advanced than just the usual basic psychosocial support. And we know that there are other partners there whom they can now link these girls to, they can refer them to achieve some, to get to access some other services.
Back in the camp, the girls take care of their babies. A lot is required to keep the camps running. Majority of the resources are gotten from donor agencies.
And I'm privileged to travel here today with a delegation of donors from Germany, from Norway, from Sweden, who is some of our biggest and most important donors to the response in the Northeast. It's actually with their resources that is coming from their governments and their taxpayers that is enabling us as the United Nations and the wider international humanitarian community to be able to actually assist in the way that we have been able to do in the last year.
It's a very good first-hand experience for us to see the conditions that people are actually living under. We're very impressed by the work that our humanitarian partners are carrying out. We understand that the situation of the people has improved greatly, but we also see that there's still needs.
My impression is that we've come a long way. We still have some way to go, but I've been in Borno several times over the last years and a half, and I feel that we have improved. The challenges are still great, but we continue to support Nigeria and the Nigerian people.
For the IDPs, the hope of returning to their homestead remains a priority. Sifon Asian, TVC News, Gamboru, Ngala.